Every now and again, you get a film which is surprisingly quite good and a lot better than it really sounds on paper. And yeah, we've got one with The Sheep Detectives. Now, this has been getting some really good reviews, but reviews, whatever, critics and everything like that. But no, I've got to say, I did really enjoy this film, surprisingly. The Sheep Detectives, essentially, if you're wondering what The Sheep Detectives is, tells the story of a farmer played by Hugh Jackman, and he has a flock of sheep and all that, and he's murdered. This is in the trailer, by the way, so you know not really a major spoiler. But the sheep have to basically solve the crime, basically because the local policeman is an absolute buffoon. Well, seemingly to begin with, at least. So, yeah. But this film takes about 15, 20 minutes or so to find its footing. And I mentioned the critic reviews and things like that. And I did wonder for the first 15, 20 minutes. It's not that it was bad or anything like that. It was all right. And I was kind of like, is this going to be one of those ones when the critics are raving and it's not that good? Kind of like the Magic Faraway Tree from a couple of months back that had like a 90-odd% Rotten Tomatoes critic score, and that film really wasn't any good, to be honest. But no, this is actually very good. I don't think it's amazing or fantastic or anything like that, but it's very enjoyable and way better. Like I said, way better than I had Eddie Wright being. And you did. I did one. I remember first seeing the trailer for this and being like, "What's Hugh Jackman doing?" You're like, "What's going on?" But you know, he's very, very good here. He actually works really well here, and yeah, what can I say? The film is very charming. It's funny. I don't ever think it's spectacularly hilariously funny or anything like that. But it's funny in a gentle sort of kind of way. There's no any big major guffaw laughs or anything like that. But there's plenty of like chuckles to be had, and they're spread out quite a lot, and there's a lot to be had here. And not only that, though, the film is charming as well. And all the sheep characters, they're all likable. They're all distinct from each other as well. There's none of them are all seem the same or anything like that. They all have their distinct personalities. I don't know if it's done with CG or animation or anything like that, but they look great as well. Never looks out of place or anything like that. So the animation and everything looks really good here. It's never jarring. It blends in perfectly with the environments here. So everything looks really great here, and that. And the human characters work really well here. As well. I mentioned the bumbling policeman. I can't remember the actor's name though, and I'm not that familiar with him. Apparently, he was in Sky High, which came out in like 2005, a film I have seen years ago, but don't really remember him. But he was good here. He was a very entertaining and endearing character here as well. You've got Nicholas Giesman, I think his name is, who's going to be playing He-Man, of course. This is the first film I've ever seen him in, and he was very good here as well. So, I'd never heard of him before all the marketing for He-Man and everything started. But, he was good here, so that bodes well for that. Fun fact as well, this is an Amazon film, Amazon MGM, just like He-Man, so Masters of the Universe. So, there's that. So, speaking of which, I have to say, there is a very funny gag at the start with the studio logos. So when you get a gag like that, you get a good you get a good feeling when something like that happens. When you're laughing before the film's even started proper. So that's always a good thing here. So we've got Emma Thompson here as well as playing a lawyer, and and you've got was it Molly Gordon here, who's very attractive, not going to lie. So that helps as well. That all helps. So not going to complain about that. So yeah, the film's really good. It's good fun. It's not an absolute classic or anything like that, but it's fun. It's enjoyable. I don't feel it's massively overrated or anything like that, the way some films that get these great critics reviews sometimes are. It does have the spirit and the charm of Babe as well. I've never actually seen the second one, Babe Pig in the City, but apparently it's like really dark. So, don't know if I really want to, but I mean, obviously don't, because after all these years, I still haven't got around to watching it. So, and that's a sequel to a film I actually liked, the first film. So, this does have the same sort of charm and spirit of that. So, I can't really say if it's any better or worse because it's been a long time since I watched Babe. But definitely, it's a very pleasant reminder of it, I should say, as well with that. So, yeah, overall, this film is very enjoyable, and it certainly wasn't bad. unlike that terrible pun, which I couldn't resist. So, anyway, that's just my thoughts there. Sorry about that. Thanks for taking the time to listen, and goodbye.